Ta-da! I got a package today in the mail. It is a watch. It is the original Navy SEAL 3001 by Luminox. Now let's open this up and see what we got. Well, that didn't go very well. Look at that. Kind of packaged interestingly. That's almost like a miniature pelican case. Luminox, Swiss made. I like this case, it's kind of cool. Let's open up, see what we got. Look at that, there's some foam for the top. There's a card here that has, let's see, it's a warranty card. All right. And then, obviously this is instruction manual and warranty information. Kind of nice. Let's see here, what do we got at the bottom? Nothing at the bottom. There's the watch. Now, I'm working with part of one arm here, so it's getting a little bit difficult to open this thing up. Kind of like the feel of that warranty card there. That's pretty cool. Set that aside. Let's take a look at this watch. I don't know what to say. It's not very heavy feeling. It feels, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Doesn't feel a whole lot different than a watch that you'd get at Kohl's. That's my first impressions for the price of the watch. It's got kind of a nicely decorated back on it. And I don't know. Let's fiddle with a couple things on it. Let's take this cover off of the screen here. Oh, I guess that's kind of a nice click. A guy at work was talking to me about his watch, and his didn't really make any clicking as that turned. I don't know what to say about it. First impressions of it is it's not all that exciting. It's a watch. Well, I guess that's one of the nicest things about being able to buy my own stuff and do a video on my own stuff, is I can give you the honest first impressions of me opening it. It's got a carbon reinforced polycarbonate case and case back. It says carbon reinforced unidirectional ratcheting bezel. That's this little thing around here. Tempered scratch resistant mineral crystal. That's the glass here on the front. Water resistant to 200 meters. Signature black strap with stainless steel buckle. Okay. That's my initial overview on it. It's got the date on the face, which is kind of cool. It doesn't have the month though, which would be kind of nice. But they do have other series of watches that have the month on it. I'll talk about it again in a week and add that to the end of the video, which hopefully you'll actually watch this long enough to see that part of the video. But my first impression when I open it up is it's really a lightweight watch. So hopefully this will be quite comfortable in wearing, and I won't really notice it too much on my wrist. Because I'm not a big watch guy. I don't like to wear watches. But at the same time, carrying a phone around with me all the time to check the time kind of sort of sucks, and I end up risking damage to my phone. So I wanted to order myself a watch to hopefully fix that problem. We'll see how this goes. So after much one-armed finagling here, that answers a question that I had, is will it fit on my fat wrist? And yes, as a matter of fact, it does, which is quite impressive to me. I did not think with the dimensions that they gave me that this would fit very well. It's actually got just a little bit of room. It's on the last hole in the strap, which is fine with me. I mean, if there's a hole there, it's meant to be used. Anyways, it does fit on my wrist. It's a nice feel. It doesn't feel too intrusive on the movement of my hand. We'll see how this goes. It was easy to set. I set the date, I set the time. The first pull out of the knob there allows you to set the date, and then you pull it one more click and it allows you to set the time. It's easy to set, feels nice, it's light, it's quite comfortable. I'll give you an update in probably about a week and let you know even if I'm still wearing it or not, and whether or not I like it. Alright, so here it is. A week later. Let's talk about it for a minute and see, take a look at it. I'll let you guys know what I thought. Let me get it off my wrist. So here it is, after having worn it for a week. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you can see it from the image. Let me see about getting the light on it here. There's a little scuff right there on the other side of the 55. And there's a little line, a little scuff across the 45 there. But altogether, it hasn't, I haven't really gone out and beat it up, but at the same time, nicking it on walls or nicking it on some of the metal surfaces at work, it's not too badly beat up after a week. Now, I want to talk to, obviously, my initial reaction when I first unboxed this was, oh my gosh, this thing feels really cheap, but not being a watch wearer myself and having worn it for the last week, having a lightweight watch, especially one that's reasonably sized, has been quite nice. You really don't notice that it's on your wrist. It's very comfortable. And then obviously, I think not having a metal back on here is kind of nice too, because you don't feel like the temperature difference. You don't feel anything like digging in, any aggressive edges or anything like that. So my initial reaction was my honest initial reaction, and I hope you guys appreciate that. But I do have to say, after having had it for a week, I understand why a lightweight watch like this is desirable. I do not know if, having not been a watch wearer my whole life, I'm not entirely sure that I would have liked to have something really heavy on my wrist. Now, for those of you who might be looking at it going, why did he have it on his right wrist? If you look at some of my other videos, you probably know that my left arm right now is in a sling. So putting it in a sling, I really can't view or move it. So it's kind of useless on my left arm. Anyways, I wanted to provide you with a week later update and let you know that my first impressions, honest first impressions, and a week later, my honest week later impressions. I've really enjoyed wearing it. I think I'm gonna keep wearing it, obviously, because I have liked it. It's been very convenient, especially with how big phones have gotten lately. Keeping this with you sometimes is not very comfortable or practical, especially just to glance at the time. So carrying this when you really don't want to carry this is exceptionally nice. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. If you want to keep up to date with any additional videos that I post, whether it's about cars or things that I've purchased or places that I go, please click the subscribe button. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.